And good morning. It is 25 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning, Commander Stephen Lee from American Legion Post 61 and Auxiliary President Jenn with us as well.
Hey.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good morning. We're hanging in there. It's colder than I want it to be. But
Yeah.
It's January. It's our down month.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you should be used, like, in Colorado you saw this, I'm sure.
But that's why we moved down
I
here.
left Colorado because of this.
Yeah. Well, you
Okay.
brought it with you, I guess.
Yeah.
No.
No, it happens every once in a while.
See,
Apparently,
Goliath happened before we got
before
here.
we ever got
Oh
here.
yeah, you missed Goliath. That was a hootenanny. That was I don't know what we did to tick off Mother Nature that week, but we sure did, and we got hammered. We didn't know what to do with 20 inches of snow.
And that's a lot of snow.
It is.
Even in Colorado, that would be a lot of snow.
It reminds me when I lived in Oregon. There was a snowstorm one day, and of course I wasn't there for very long, just a couple of years.
Yeah.
But when the flurries flow in the air, and nothing was on the ground, but then all you hear is this because everybody's wearing tire chains, and you hear that noise because the tire chains are hitting the pavement.
Right, because there's no snow.
Because there's no snow.
Yeah.
And literally, people think this is a joke when I say this, but they were showing emergency routes out of the city on TV. It was like Snowmageddon. They just didn't understand what was going on.
That reminds me of growing up in Maryland, D.C. area, because, man, one flake of snow hit that area, people lose their ever-loving mind. The grocery stores cleared shelves, BMTP. It was nuts.
And it amazed me. I got in a fight with a state trooper, a verbal argument.
Yeah.
Because he wanted me to put my tire chains on before he would let me get on I-5. And I said,
a paved highway with no snow on it?
pretty much. And I says, no. He says, well, I'm not going to let you on the interstate without it. I says, look, I have tire chains, okay? The real ones. They cost like $65.
Okay.
Okay, not these $20 jobbers that you get that are made out of plastic that you guys sell at the local grocery store here.
I was going to say, don't they break if you're not in snow?
Well, that's the thing. They only last one season because everybody drives on pavement with it.
Yeah.
I said, look, I'm from Colorado. We pop out of the womb. We know how to drive on snow and ice and all this. So I said, I don't need that crap.
Well, unless you're in like a foot of snow, your all-season radial tires should be more than ample to do that.
Right.
Maybe you can buy snow tires with got a little bit longer
I
tread.
had snow tires when I lived in Colorado.
Yeah.
But most of the times I wore, all-season radials
Yeah.
on my car. And I just had to laugh at these people because they're panicking.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just it. It's not so much that you need it. It's just you need the experience to know how to drive on it.
Right.
That's what it is. I don't care how many chains you got on your car. If you don't know how to turn into a skid or any of these things.
Right. Well, when you pull
Then it
up to
don't
a
matter.
stop at like a stop sign or something, you have to plan for the slide.
But the truth was, I wasn't worried about me. I was worried about everybody else because I don't know what they're doing. There's a saying we have in Colorado. It's four-wheel drive, not four-wheel stop. and there's a reason for this because people who don't, like they're from California or something, they don't know how to drive on snow. So they just drive 100 miles an hour like they normally do, and then they hit the brake and expect, we're going to stop. And it's like...
Science changed your variables.
No, there is physics here.
Yeah.
You hit the brake, you're still at momentum, you have friction, but not enough, and you're going to slide right on through that stop sign.
Maybe they need to take boater classes, so they're like, it's more like driving a boat sometimes.
It can be, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that, you don't necessarily come to a complete stop.
Sure.
Because then you can't get going again.
Especially if you're on a hill.
Yeah.
So you need momentum.
Yeah.
But this is not American Legion talk.
So. Although maybe there's a few nuggets of wisdom there to help folks.
I suppose.
I don't know. Do we want to talk Fort Chaplains
Fort
first?
Chaplains.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Last Sunday of February.
Yeah.
I believe it's the 27th, I think.
Sounds right.
That's that Sunday, the last Sunday of February.
Yeah. 3 p.m. First United Methodist Church. We're going to do Fort Chaplains again.
Yeah. It's free.
Isn't this the third one we're doing?
I think so. Yeah.
I think you're right. Third one that we as a Post 61 family have done. This ceremony is free to the public, and it takes about 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Maybe.
It's a beautiful ceremony that it's something that the American Legion as a whole has adopted as something.
Yeah, it's a nationwide event.
It's a matter of fact, I got an email. I think it was yesterday, and I want to say it was from. I'm not sure if it was from National Legion or whatever, but they had a link where they were doing an online chaplain ceremony. I don't remember the dates or anything, but they gave you the link to go watch it and be a part of it. But it's a story that gets a little overshadowed in military lore, but American Legion has picked up the mantle.
And the thing is, it's not a memorial service.
Right.
It's a remembrance. It's not a church service. It's basically a celebration of these 4 chaplains' lives
who made the ultimate sacrifice for
the story
for the men
is
and country. Yeah.
Sad, but the whole point of the thing is to bring out the patriotism and talk about the self-sacrifice and about what these 4 individuals do. So
and they just happen to be chaplains, which makes it in religion when you look and you got 4 chaplains from 4 different backgrounds, all doing the same.
Yeah.
So to me, that speaks volumes. There, it's coming together.
They all came
for a common goal.
They did.
Yeah, that's and so it speaks of that. Speaks of bravery, heroism, the love of country.
Well, I mean, it's a military story, and it's great. Bring the kids. Whatever. It's history, and it's good history. I mean, it's a sad story, but it's. It has a very positive message.
It really kind of does a great job of showing the American spirit.
It does.
Yes, very much so.
That's what this story is all about, saying this is why we love America. This is why it's great. It's because we as a people are willing to do anything for us for the common good.
And yes, it's a sad story, but there's a lot of good, It's a good story.
It's a story of sacrifice. It's a story of humanity. It's a story of bravery. It's a story of patriotism. It's a lot of different perspectives.
It's the whole shebang.
Yeah,
it really is.
But
your own Mike Winters does a really good job at his part.
I'm a storyteller. That's what I do by trade.
Yeah.
So
right up your alley.
Do you? I think you do polling, right?
Well, last time I did the story.
You did the story about the Dorchester.
In the past, I've done a different member of the clergy. But,
right. Yeah.
But the last time
you tell the story about the Dorchester.
Yeah, I tell the actual story.
He was the narrator.
You're the narrator, so to speak. Yeah.
Basically explaining all the events that took place on that evening and ultimately what happened at the end there. And then the ceremony goes from there, where you get to learn a little bit more about the individuals.
Yeah, the 4 individuals.
In the 4 chaplains.
And we all tie it together at the end. So.
Didn't you say that? Was it here in Albuquerque at the American Legion? They had a 4 chaplains statue memorial here. Or was that national?
That's at the VA.
That's at the VA. Okay.
Yeah.
The Veterans Administration. I think it's on the 6th floor.
I think 5th or 6th floor. Yeah.
At the VA
it's really
building
nice
in Albuquerque.
It's in Albuquerque,
and they've got a memorial statue.
It's up on the wall.
Dedication to the 4 chaplains.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see it, but it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's not just a picture. It's one of those 3D relief.
I got you.
Yeah, made of metal.
They got a term for it. I don't remember what it is.
Can't remember what it's called.
I've seen a lot in like Civil War museums and battlefields.
Right.
Use the same type style to bring up like Jackson and Lee meetings or various things over time. Yes, I know exactly. One that I think of off the top of my head is if you ever seen the movie Glory.
I have, yeah.
The rolling closing credits of that when they're showing I think it's one of these same things of the colonel and some of the troops from that time.
Yes.
It's one of those bronzy
it's pretty cool.
placard 3D things like that. That's what when I see that, that's what it's one of those. But anyway, it's a beautiful story.
I think it's called a relief. Is that what it is?
That kind of sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah. But February 27th, 3 p.m. at First United Methodist Church, we're going to do the story as we do every year. We tried to pick our requirements is we have to have it in February. 'Cause that's the month that this took place.
It's really supposed to be the first weekend of February.
Yes.
But the first weekend of February is our midwinter conference up in Albuquerque.
And usually Super Bowl's right around then.
And Super Bowl's is usually the second weekend.
And no one competes against the Super Bowl when they're trying to get people to do things.
Yeah. And the third weekend, I'm out of town.
Yeah.
And so it had to be the fourth weekend.
Yeah. So we're going to do it on the 27th. We'll bring it in. If you've never been, and even if you have been, I highly would love to encourage you to come and be a part of it. It's an enlightening ceremony. It really does good. It does a good job of really explaining what's going on here, and I think it does a good job of reminding people that there's more to this world than just what's in your bubble.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, there's more going on.
And of course, all the folks from the American Legion will be there afterwards. If you want to talk, we usually mill around in the Narthex area.
Yeah,
so.
if you want to come, maybe you're more interested in becoming a part of our Legion family, would be happy to talk to you there. Or maybe you're just saying, hey, I want to get involved with some of your projects like memory lawn or scholarships or any of the things.
Or if you just need to talk to somebody, maybe you need help getting into the VA or talking to a VSO or something like that.
Yeah, any vets out there need some resources or needing, maybe you're hitting a brick wall somewhere. Maybe one of our folks can help move a few of those bricks for you to get that done. We've got a lot of folks.
Speaking of bricks, we're going to start selling bricks.
Okay.
For placement out at Memory Lawn.
Oh, okay, like a memorial bricks?
Yeah, we're just got to line some stuff up first, but that's the plan. We got permission from the owner.
Okay. Is there an architectural design on what they want to do with these bricks out there or a concept?
We talked about with the owner, we're going to line the sidewalk areas and around the area of the flagpole and stuff like that. So
great. So that it'd be
maybe we'll go around the outside if there's room.
So if there's people listening and you're thinking, you know what, that might be something that can honor a family member or some way and donate money to get a brick, we'll give you more information as that comes out.
Yeah, we haven't set the details yet, but that's in motion. We're gonna figure this out by summer. So
all right. And by the way, if you're one of those folks that would love to get more involved with helping with our memory lawn, that's kind of Post 61's family's community project.
We're not doing much mowing right now.
Well, not mowing weather.
We still do. We're doing some landscaping. We've been working on the fence lately. We've been painting that fence. In fact, I think we got about 60% of it done at this point. I don't think it's 100% done. I know
not much painting weather either.
Ralph,
right
now, so. I know,
it's a little cold.
Yeah, it's cold right now. I know Ralph was out there working on a couple of pieces last Sunday, I think it was, but we haven't finished the paint job yet, but we've got about 60% of it painted.
We got some great people in this community, both part of the 61 family and both outside of it that have been doing yeoman's work on that thing. I will tell you, a year and a half ago, when you looked at that place and you look at it now, it's night and day.
World of difference.
It's a respectable place again. You know what I mean? We're
getting there for sure.
It's not done by any stretch.
No.
But we're definitely going in the right
direction. I know they're working on putting in a irrigation system in the center part, and they're going to be moving those the
headstones
here soon. But I'm not sure what the status is. I haven't been out there in about a week or two.
Good deal. Well, it's great because I mean, obviously, with the new owners, they're really stepping up and getting involved with the renovations and updating of this place. And then, fortunately, you know, we as a unit, we as a Post 61 family, we've got some great people that are stepping up and adopting this as a personal project for them.
Yes,
which we cannot thank them enough for doing because, let's face it,
we still need to do some trash pickup and stuff like that because. With the wind out there and being in that flat area, any garbage just seems to blow into that field.
It's just a mecca for drawing that kind of stuff.
It is.
Drawing it in.
Yeah. So that's a constant thing. But if folks are listening and they want to get involved, we're not, you don't, by any stretch, you don't have to be a part of American Legion if you don't want to. But maybe you got family out there or you got a personal reason that you want to be involved and help make that place great again.
Yes.
But, get involved, reach out, Post 61. We'll give you contact here before we go. But there's lots of ways to get involved that way. And if you want to donate money, we can do it through our 61 family. You can earmark it and say, look, here's $100. I want it just for memory lawn. No problem. We'll make that happen.
And that's the thing about Memory Lawn. It's not a place that's taken care of by the city like South Park and McBride. It's privately owned and everything is donations.
It's a 501c13, so I mean it's...
Yeah, so if you want to see changes, we need your help.
Roll up your sleeves and be a part of it because that's the only way it's going to happen.
Obviously, paint doesn't materialize out of thin air.
It'd be kind of nice. We're still trying to find that money tree, but we haven't found it yet.
Well, we're also living in a COVID world, and a gallon of paint 3 years ago is probably 1/3 of the price of what it is today, along with everything else.
Things are definitely more expensive. That's true.
And just even ancillary stuff like fuel for mowers and weed eaters and all that stuff adds up after a while. It all gets used
we
for
had a
good
little
use.
bit of a nest egg, and most of that's gone now.
Pardon the pun, but mowed through it.
It mowed through it, yeah.
Yep.
Between gasoline and paint and even just garbage bags and all that stuff.
Sure, the ancillary cost of cleaning things up. It's but that's something that's ongoing and will continue to be ongoing here. If you missed our interview last week, we spent a lot of time talking about scholarships.
Yeah,
that is something. If you have a college-age student or a high school senior that's about to go to college here in the fall or summer or whenever they choose to do this.
We got a $1,500 scholarship left over, and we've got 4 $2,500 scholarships this year.
Yeah.
That we need to give away.
Depending on how many classes and stuff you take.
It's up on the website.
All that will about cover a semester at Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell. So.
Yeah, and it's not just the universities. You can be going to a tech school, too.
Absolutely.
Right.
You're by no obligation to ENMU or any college, as long as it's basically an accredited secondary education, whether it's trade school or but the big things is you got to have a military connection, and you got to be pursuing a STEM or STEM-like career field
or first responder
police, fire,
nursing,
all that.
And I kind of call those, me personally, I look at those as under STEM because they're helping people, they're doing technology and things.
Yeah.
Service. First responder / STEM. But that covers STEM is anywhere from auto mechanics to nursing to engineering and to even math teachers or teaching. That's certainly in STEM. If you're going to teach math, that's about as STEM as you can get right there.
Yes, very much so.
All that counts for that. So if you go to
don't leave the money on the table. I mean, it's there.
Yeah, take it. It's out there for you to go and grab. So go to roswelllegion.org. And you will find the applications.
It's on the right-hand side.
All the requirements, the deadlines to get them turned in and get all that stuff here. You got a little time right now, but you won't have time soon. So don't.
Come about March.
Yeah.
Once you apply for your Pell Grants and all of that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Then go to roswelllegion.org and apply for that scholarship as well.
Right. Yeah. And we're not necessarily having the fall semester on there right now, but as soon as I get some dates from the university, that'll be on there too.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, right now, we got winter and we got summer.
Yeah. And it's free money for those who apply. And basically the minimum.
I'm sorry, spring and summer.
Spring and summer.
Yeah.
But basically, this is an opportunity to pay for this school. And really, if you've got a military connection, your parents are, tied into military somewhere.
Grandparents, or you served.
Or you yourself, absolutely.
Actually, we did award a veteran last year.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And hopefully, I hope that veteran has the GI Bill, too. That way, between that and the scholarships.
I think she said she did.
Yeah.
Although we haven't heard from her since.
But. Hopefully, she's schooling.
She's probably pretty busy.
She was in second year of nursing.
Good deal. Hopefully, she's about getting closer to getting that nursing degree and hitting the streets.
We need lots more nurses.
And
that's
helping
for sure.
out. Yeah, you go to any medical facility in this town or any town, and I'm sure they'll be desperately to tell you, yes, we need personnel. So
for sure.
But please, roswelllegion.org. By the way, if you want to learn more about Memory Lawn, what we're doing there, any of our other events, or just our post family, if you want to become a son or a Legionnaire or an auxiliary member, you'll find all the information on how to do that there at Roswell Legion. We won't have a meeting till February here, which, January's almost over, so that's only like 2 weeks away.
Well, I'm not sure, but they might have are they having a Thursday thing?
I'm not sure if we're going to meet again
tomorrow?
Yeah, it would be tomorrow.
It would be tomorrow.
Holy cow. Okay, I'm not sure what our chairman's planning on doing, but I do know that we're going to be finishing up the Quilt of Valor here soon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So if anybody in the community knows of a veteran who was touched by war, please get in contact with us because we're looking for a veteran to award this Quilt of Valor to.
Great. And hopefully we have a list of a couple of veterans behind that where we can get working on the next Quilt of Valor and get more involved.
Very much so.
Again, you can learn more about Quilt of Valor at our website there, too. And another great program, And yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those. It's like an heirloom keepsake. You give a blanket, giving a quilt to someone, and it's basically just it's an act of love.
Yeah,
it's just saying we love you.
It's a hug from us to you, saying thank you for your sacrifice.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not in the grand scheme of things, we're just giving everybody a blanket. But you know what? There's more sentiment, more meaning behind that blanket, and hopefully the idea is as a loved, fond memory of their loved one, we hope that they see this blanket and say, their sacrifice did not go unnoticed.
Right.
There are people that are not forgetting the legacy of my family member that I lost here.
Right.
And that's and that means so much more than some thread and some cloth.
The Quilt of Valor actually.
The namesake of our post received a Quilt of Valor about 6 months before he died.
Yeah.
And
it was
like one of the most important moments
very moving
of his
to that
life
individual.
to him.
Yeah.
And it does. It means a lot.
Sure. So. Just to give you an idea, part of that is, have you ever tried to make a quilt?
Yeah,
it is one of the most, just in general.
I've cut out swaths.
It is time consuming. It requires a lot of patience.
Oh, yeah.
It requires some pretty good
they got
hand
about 4 months
dexterity
into this right now.
Yes.
It's even with the adage of modern technology helping you do it. It's still quite a lengthy and long. That's why you heard of like little knitting clubs and stuff. Generally, a bunch of people get together to work on the same blanket because there's so much.
Well, they did that wall hanging, which ended up being quilted and stuff, and that took months.
It's a lot.
And we ended up having a drawing for it.
So when you
at the farmers market, and
it was a lot of demand. First of all, it's beautiful. That's one thing. But
it's a lot of fun to make.
It's one of those things that most people can appreciate the love, time, and effort that went into making that.
They're going to make another one. I hope.
That's the plan.
As soon as they do their hand exercise and limber up, they're ready to get back to round 2. But
once my wife gets her hand working again,
she is. She's working with one wing right now.
She handicapped herself.
Yes.
See, she done gone and fell. That just, what'd you do that for?
While we were on air here.
Yeah, I missed it. I heard all about it. But that was the day I was in Dallas. But
she's under strict orders not to be showering right now. So
that's y'all's problem, not mine. Well, it's great, but
no, she ended up having surgery and everything.
Is she doing better though? I mean,
they had to put a titanium plate in her wrist and 12 screws, and
she could be robo quilter.
She is. She's a robo quilter.
Robo quilter.
That's right. All we got to do is put a little electrodes in there.
I'll tell you. Let's do this to our advantage. Let's get can there be attachments like a quilting needle?
She's going to be a quilting cyborg.
I'm telling you, this would be pretty cool. I would love to have that.
Now I'm going to hear about all this.
Oh, yes, you will. I'm not saying a word.
not that I'm looking for this to happen, but say I lost a limb in whatever reason. If I lost an arm or a hand, I ain't going to lie. I want the Swiss Army deal. I want that thing where I can pop it off and here's a toothpick. Oh, here's a saw. Here's a fork. Oh, here's an actual hand. I mean, whatever it is, I want that.
I'd rather be like the Ed 209, Yeah. See, there you go.
I would love all that stuff and be like, go Gadget, Swiss Army.
That's
go Gadget.
That's what my mind went with.
Inspector Gadget. That's
I want it to flip out and there's a comb and I just
there you go.
flip it back. And that would be,
boy.
I ain't gonna lie, if I'm gonna lose a hand, that's what I want to replace it with.
Better than Hong Kong Fooey.
That's right.
Yeah, Miss Lizzie says, thanks, Mike.
Like, does she really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna, now, tell me how many people, if you could get a hat with a helicopter coming out of it, you would want that.
That would be kind of cool, so long as it's securely attached so I don't fall.
Yeah, you might want a strap on that thing. I know his Gadget never had one on his.
No,
maybe a strap.
I would think that the strain on my neck would be pretty high. I mean, it's pulling you up by your head.
Yeah. Of course, if you're looking to want to be taller, that might be a way to do it.
Yeah.
I think I'd want some assurances that my neck would not be separating from my body.
People start looking like, this is a dated reference, but old Merton Hanks used to play for the 49ers. He was a cornerback or wide receiver. And he had the longest neck I ever seen. Like, he looked like a bobblehead out there. Like his body, and then there was 3 foot of neck, and then his helmet. It's like a giraffe out there playing. Yeah, Merton Hanks. Remember that guy?
Well, I don't know if you remember Mark Alamo.
No, I don't.
Oh, he played Goldacott on DS9 and all that stuff for Star Trek.
Okay.
His nickname in Hollywood is the Neck because he's got this huge neck. You know, it's like giraffe.
Yeah.
You know, Jurassic Park time here.
So, looking to achieve that look, that might be helpful.
No.
Okay.
Not good. Not good.
All kidding aside.
Yeah.
If you'd love to be a part, we'd love to have you. Come on out to our next meeting.
Yeah, our next meeting will be the first Thursday in February.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's that, the 3rd?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I got to be in Albuquerque on the 4th. So.
Yeah, that sounds about right then. And then please mark on your calendars February 27th, 3 p.m., First United Methodist Church here in Roswell. Come out for the 4 chaplain ceremony. Love to have you come. It's free of charge. Doesn't cost anything. Come as you are. You ain't got to get dressed up. Nothing fancy.
Nope.
Just come on out. It's a short ceremony. You'll be in and out about 45, 50 minutes, maybe an hour max. And
unless you chat with us.
Yeah, unless you want to hang out, and we'll talk your ear off.
Oh, and we do need to get some Gold Star people.
If you know
any Gold Star people, get them in contact with us right away.
We'd like to do something else in April to honor them. So.
Right, and we do multiples. So I mean, it doesn't have to be just one person honored in April. We could have 50. You know,
right.
So.
I would have. It's a double-edged sword. You don't want that many Gold Star family members, but at the same time, you want to make sure every single one of them gets the recognition and the thanks that they deserve. So
and the Gold Star means that the person that we're honoring died while they
paid the ultimate sacrifice for our nation.
Yes.
And we honor the family by thanking them for their sacrifice for us. And that's exactly what it's all about.
We also have a White Star program, so if we have any service people out there that either are contemplating suicide or have, we need to know about these people too.
Yeah. Well, especially the contemplators, because
I would like to know the
not
ones
make you a white
beforehand, so that we could avoid the whites.
Yes.
Yes.
But anybody's having issues or whatever, have them get in contact with us.
Absolutely.
Because, buddy checks. We need to get a hold of these people. So
there is nothing on this earth right now that can't help you to turn this around.
Absolutely.
If you're at that point where you feel like there's no other alternative here, I would say let's make a phone call first.
Call the American Legion. We'll help you.
Let's.
No matter how deep and dark the pit you feel you're in, there is someone willing to reach out and help you.
If you're still breathing, there's still light at that tunnel. So please reach out to us, and we'll. I don't care if you just want to talk. If you're ready to make some serious whatever it is, reach out to American Legion, any American Legion post. They will be happy to. I'm sure if you called 28, they'd be equally ready to help you get through any of this stuff too. And if you live in Albuquerque or wherever you're listening right now, find that American Legion post near you. And
I do want to mention that American Legion Post 28 is having a Valentine's Day dance. It's on that Saturday, I think
the 12th?
It's the 12th.
Yeah.
Come on out. I mean, it's $10 a head.
Great.
And all proceeds go to fix their roof.
Okay.
They got a leaky roof that they need money for.
And they're doing food, right?
As far as I know.
And I don't know. They got some guys that can cook over at 28. They know what they're doing as far as food wise. So usually when they put out food,
I don't know if the guys know how to do it, but I do know that they know how to cater really well.
Listen to this.
I don't know who's
the
doing
most
the food.
sexist comment on this station right now, right here.
I don't know where the food comes from, but there's usually pretty good food over there.
It is, yes.
You don't want to miss out, whether it's a Legionnaire or an auxiliary that's...
Guys do know how to cook.
I am saying that they do, but not all of them have equal skill sets.
I would argue there's just as many women that don't know how to cook, too.
I am one of those. I am one of those.
You can cook. I've seen you cook. You can cook. I'm talking people that burn water.
Yeah, I'm not that bad.
Wow.
I just saw the time. We probably need to wrap this up.
Yeah, well, I just see Lizzie's rolling her eyes.
Well.
RoswellLegion.org is the website. You can go there. American Legion Post 61 has Facebook as well. You're more than welcome to follow us there.
575-268-0220.
Yeah, call us. Leave a message. If you don't get a live person, we'll get back to you.
You can call it. You can leave a voicemail. You can text it. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah. And like I said, if you need...
Or post at RoswellLegion.org.
Okay.
Just send me an email.
Very good. And if you want to learn more about for chaplains, memory lawn, becoming a Legionnaire,
any of that,
veteran benefits, things like that, or just want to put something on our radar as a need in our community, we'd love to, reach out to us.
You want to pay your dues, you want to make a donation, right on the front page, just go down to where in the middle of the page, go find the pillars.
Yeah.
There's a PayPal thing right there. I mean,
easy peasy.
Easy peasy. I'm not going to say the other thing because they call me a racist.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
There you go.
That's
easy
the new
peasy
version.
lemon squeezy.
That's the more family friendly version.
Family friendly version?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, we'll go with that. In this day and age, I don't know. Everything we say gets mad about something. So
I don't know. See, now I want lemonade.
No.
Yeah.
Nice cold lemonade on a good
right?
30-degree day.
No,
It's weird.
I'm good.
Well, thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Okay.
Thanks for having us, Mike.
Stay warm. It is 9